Amen.
Prophetess, has an honor to be before you guys today.
Amen.
In this noonday. Thank God for my leaders, Apostle Smith, Prophetess Smith.
Amen.
Sisters and brothers.
Amen.
My best friend, my husband.
Amen.
Today I want to speak to you a little bit about what God was putting in my spirit with the shift that's been taking place since the apostle has went higher. He gave me the word, don't curse your training ground. Okay. And with the word training, it means the education, instruction, or discipline of a person or thing that is being trained. Training is preparation. As we know, with training, it's just like soldiers in the military. They have to go through the basic training before they go out in battles, before they go out in the field of what they're being trained in. In order for them to actually get the benefit of the training, they must trust the trainer.
Right. Amen.
And in this hour, God has raised up leaders. He established leaders to fulfill his plan. In order to, bring success, we have to follow the leader he raised up. And he raising up Joshua's. We know the story about Moses. He took him to a certain place, and there was a Joshua that has to take him even further. Amen. And that's what I look at as my apostle. He's a Joshua. Yes. And I mean, all of us are Joshuas because we're following a Joshua. And he's training us. So we are Joshua in somebody else's life. But right now, this ground here is the training ground for us. So when we go outside them doors, we don't have any excuse to not resemble our trainer.
Amen.
Right? Because he's given us training, basic training in here with his word.
That's right. That's good.
And it's in the training, you learn how to be patient. You learn how to suffer long. It builds endurance. And the word endurance is the fact or power of enduring or bearing pain, hardship, etc. The ability or strength to continue or last, especially despite fatigue, stress, or other, adversities, conditions, or stimulus. The word trust. This is to have or put confidence in something or someone. Mm-hmm. So with our confidence, we have to use that in our faith. We have to be confident enough in our faith. We have to be confident enough in our leaders who's training. We have to be confident enough in ourselves and God and what he's doing in us. And with that confidence, we have to make sure that we don't curse the training ground. And what I mean about curse the training ground is he gives us all the teachings to apply to our daily life. Like storms, situation, down to he was talking about jobs last week, managers. Okay, you may go through something in your life and there may be a storm. But in the midst of it, we have to understand, okay, God, you're training me in this. So what we have to do in the midst of it is we got to think back to what our trainer has said, how he taught us, to endure. It's just like with the soldiers. They climbing walls, they getting through. But in the midst of it, they have a goal, and that's to keep pressing towards the mark.
Right.
So in your training, you have to make sure that you bring your first fruit. You have to make sure that you are honoring God with your possessions. We have to make sure that no matter what we in, that God is getting the glory. If not, then we begin to curse not only the grounds, but ourselves. So we have to be careful.
Right.
And trust him.
Prophetess.
And lean not to our own understanding, which is in Proverbs 3 and 5. And I also want to go into just read a little bit of what God said to Joshua. Joshua chapter 1. I'm going to read starting at verse 7. Only be strong and very courageous, that you may observe to do according to all the law which Moses, my servant, commanded you. Do not turn from it to the right hand or to the left, that you may prosper wherever you go. This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate in it day and night, that you may observe to do according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success.
Amen.
Let me read that again. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. Don't curse your training ground. We too far in the training to curse it now. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid, nor be dismayed. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go.
Amen.
I want to say that one more time. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid, nor be dismayed.
Amen.
For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go.
Amen.
That means if you're in the wilderness,
Talk to us,
God is
Prophetess.
there with you.
Amen.
Don't be afraid. Don't get dismayed. Don't forget that God has put a command and a commission on our life.
You talking,
When we
Prophetess?
forget, we begin to curse. The ground is already blessed. It's already blessed. But we bring about the curses when we forget what God has already said. I am with you. In your pain, I am there with you. In your struggle, I am there with you. So just know, if you got to open up your mouth to say something, let it not be complaining. Speak my word. Prophesy to yourself.
Hallelujah.
Speak things into existence. Don't curse your training ground.
Amen.
Whatever you find yourself in, that's a challenge. Know that there's training in it. Know that God is training that gift in you. Know that God is training the teachings. Whatever it is that he has possessed, he put inside of you that's coming out and that's coming forth, is to train that. Right. On the level he wants to come. And we have to understand that we go up to a whole nother level. We following the leader, right? We trusting in our leader.
Amen.
So we got to know when there's a shift in him, when there's training for him, it's the same for us.
Amen,
So
Prophetess.
we would not go wrong if we just follow the leader that God has given us in this hour and make sure that we are giving, honor to God by blessing him. And our brothers and sisters, whatever he give us an increase of, we have to make sure we honor God with it. And I looked at that first fruit thing and I was thinking to myself, God, okay, if you increase in my love, that means I don't care who came up against me last week, 5 minutes ago. I got to, give that love increase to that same person. I got to give my love increase to my family and friends. Whoever I'm connected to, wherever I go, that increase should show.
Amen.
Even in my love.
Amen.
So that's how we honor our God. But when we keep it to ourselves and we want to be stingy and we want to stay so hungry, like we just so hungry, don't we full and glutton in his spirit, then we begin to curse. Because he's training us. He's training us for great works. It's battles that's out there, outside them doors, that God has already equipped us for. So when you face something, when you walk out this door, things that you're dealing with back at home, whether it's on your job, just know, be silent.
Amen.
Because God is training you.
Talk
Hear
about
what
it.
he wants you to do and say. And if he do want you to speak, know that it's going to be with his word.
Amen.
I'm telling you, I was like this the other day. Just a matter of fact, yesterday. I went up in the praise. I was outside
Amen.
my truck. I was dropping my
Amen.
husband off at work. I said, you know what? I'm going up in the praise because I felt it in my spirit.
Amen.
I said, God, you are training me, and I cannot forget that. That means no matter what's coming my way, I'm not going to react. I'm going to respond. And me dancing in this parking lot in front of these people that I don't know. I don't
Amen.
know who's talking about me, God. You're getting the glory.
Amen.
I'm responding. It's a response. And I got to understand that you're training me in my response. Because last time I would have said something. I would have complained.
Amen.
I would have been
Talk
like,
about it.
How long? Okay, now, God. But no, I remember what you said. I am anointed for increase.
Amen.
My leader is going up.
Amen.
My leader is in
Amen.
silence right now. That means I need to be training my spirit because when he comes out, there's something for me to receive.
That's good,
On a
Prophetess.
greater level. Glory to God. On a greater level. So that means we can't stay in the same spot even while he's in his silence. We got to get sharpened in our gifts. We have to be sharpened in our eyesight. We have to be sharpened in our hearing, in our speaking, in our love. And we have to be confident in our faith. Don't curse our training ground. Be careful what we're doing. Because if we don't be careful, then because he's in silence, that he can't hear and see, we better be careful because God is revealing nothing but truth on a whole nother level and dimension. So let's be careful.
That's
Let's
good,
be
prophetess.
to not curse our training ground. Because we're being trained for great works. So the battles and everything that we're facing, know that it is training for us. God is maturing our thinking. He's maturing our gift.
Yes, he is.
Everything about us.
Yes, he is.
You step on the scene, everything that's going on, it's going to be like, well, what's wrong? She ain't the same today.
That's
No, I'm
right.
the same. I'm just not reacting. I'm just responding. Because I'm learning that I have to take what my trainer is giving me and apply it to a greater level.
Amen. That's
I
good.
have to repent, God. I get all these teachings. I have everything on the notes. But I realize sometimes I react in the spirit of the moment of my flesh, of my feelings, and my emotions. I'm sorry
Amen.
because I have not took my trainer and the education, the instructions as serious as I should. Because if so, some predicaments I have been in, I shouldn't be in.
Amen.
So God, I understand a lesson unlearned
Is
is a
repeated.
lesson repeated. So if we
Amen.
find ourselves in something that we already saw before, we ought to know. Training ground. Okay, God. A lot of times, we like embrace what would Jesus do? But just like we know that God is in our leaders, sometimes we have to think, what would my leader do?
Come on.
Amen.
What my trainer said about this.
Amen.
Obstacle course. What he said when he was sitting up, go, push. What was he saying when he was in my face, correcting, rebuking? What did my leader say?
Your trainer.